purple out because I would have thought Anubis would have come through over Vertigo. So I'm excited to see what they deliver with this map coming in.
I think it's also the case of the fact that you've taken double overtime to put down VP Angels on that map. But VP Angels are very strong on Anubis. And I spoke to Mio about it, and she basically said, Anubis is like Mirage. Everyone can play it. And I was like, I don't think that's actually quite true, but I like the sentiment. Regardless of that, we're not on Anubis. We're on Vertigo. And I just lining up some really cool utility here. And Paulie's actually going to be the one throwing it. Look at this.
Okay. It's all been dropped. Ready to execute.
I think that's CT.
I was going to say right, Jen, but you might be right. Jenny Art going to be charging on through, and okay, it was just that it was half right. Between the two positions we both called. ZAnath charging in. Missy strikes though before she can even get close. D7 does deal with the short player. That enables this bomb to go down.
And that's pivotal. You just need to establish good afterplants here if you are the keeper, or you could stay on the bomb site and just hit headshots if you're Ida. Nice job. Brings it into an even stead-in, and, well, D7 providing cover allows Ida just to swing low. miLo, however, will double down, and now it's a 1 versus 1. Paulie reveals her position, and miLo takes her head clean off her shoulders. What a round.
miLo, go. That was beautiful. What a three-face. And yeah, I think that webcam of hers is frozen because her hands were definitely on the keyboard as she hit those shots. Those were beautiful. Absolutely delightful. I don't think she was even expecting that player to be there in short when she went out onto the side, but gets the info, gets the swing. And that was with these beautiful kills coming through. D7 and Ida picking up a kill apiece, but miLo continuing the form she showed on Overpass and getting a much-needed pistol round, something that ENCE have been struggling on.
Absolutely. And the only awkward thing there for Bigger Keeper is that they didn't have really good trade space in there. You can't really account for miLo doing that. Incredible. What a way to kick things off. A much-needed pistol, as you mentioned. Force bite immediately here for Bigger Keeper. And the MP9 getting up close, a boost over the top. I don't think you can really see this. Pre-fire, not available, but Manka still goes around the corner anyway and nearly gets rid of ZANath as well.
Aggressive posturing. Works out for Manka. I think you'd be happy with that, knowing that you brought ZANath down low. It is just Waldy over here. She's very isolated. 1 kill would be enough, but if she goes down and oh, she's gonna be cleared. Jenny spots her massive. Now the bomb can come through. As mentioned, those rotations are so far away. No kit either. They've went for these rifles, and that's come at a bit of a cost as it goes into the retake.
Yeah, this gets a little bit awkward here. Do you even want to go for this? Because you're going to be eco anyway if you lose the round. ZANath very low, so that's your consideration if you're ENCE Athena. Ida by the generators. Oh, there was a lineup available, but oxycet hits the headshot. A lot of damage has been done, though, to these defenders. Not on the bomb just yet. Up and over default, though, is miLo. And there goes Jenny through the smoke. It's a combination of kills from everyone on the roster. Bigger Keeper, they immediately reply with the force.
Yeah, that was great. I think that's maybe a little bit of a, I don't call it a mistake, but just like a bit slow from ENCE, right?
Yeah.
After the initial fight on towards ramp going their way, they know that ZANath is low and won't be kind of sticking around aggressively. They've got the one-way smoke down. You didn't need to keep 2 players still committed there. The other player was also a deep elevator, so Waldy was kind of stuck there alone, and the position she was playing is a bit of a tough one to get even a multi-frag from. And okay, Manka though, getting aggressive with this MP9, actually trying to swap on over. She's done so much damage, gets herself a Galil and gets out of there.
The fact that Manka is still hanging around up above these smokes is pretty impressive, because now has the support of 2 other players from ENCE Athena. In fact, 80% of the roster is over here at A. Yet again, leaving Waldy a little bit alone. Molly flies up for Bigger Keeper as they try and retake this ramp space, but the positioning is really solid here from the CTs.
However, it is just Manka, and oh my god, D7. There she goes. Popping heads like balloons. And nobody's celebrating except for miLo, who's still hitting these shots. ZAnath. Oh! Oh dear. What a swing. What a shot. An AK collected. And oh, she even gets another. Able to pull it out and leaving Paulie in the clutch. There's at least that one player is in towards short. Has a little bit of time to work with, hoping that miLo does get a bit aggressive. Goes for a bit of a wander. She's not at the moment. Just sitting in towards gap, not going to be revealing herself either. So Paulie's not going to get any fights here with these positions. Wants to go looking for it instead, but they're so passive, not giving up anything. Small top. Oh, if she'd thrown it, might have been it. Still gets the kill though. Oh. She heard Wolfie. Time, an issue, has to plant. Taps it, faking it out, hoping for the run through. Paulie, that is beautiful. 3 kills, the 1 versus 2. Stunning from Paulie.
Yeah, and in fact, it's ENCE Athena that feel a little bit deflated after that one. I cannot believe Paulie has got the confidence to fake the bomb not once but twice for both of the kills, even with 4 seconds, even at the point where you can't swing. But no, calls the bluff, and that enables it. Because if you're in ENCE Athena's position, if you're Waldy, you think, well, has to commit to the bomb plant. Have to go for the swing here. Paulie, nerves of steel. I like this pause as well.
I think for Paulie in that last bit where she fakes it out, I think you kind of have to fake it out there, right? Because there's only 5 seconds left. The CT, 5 seconds left, right? So the CT knows that you have to commit to the bomb plant. So faking it, knowing that Waldy was so close already, you're expecting that swing to come on through. Because if you've gone for that bomb plant there, CT can get up close and deny. So just a beautiful read on how Waldy was going to play it.
Oh, nice shots. Missy gets both. Even upgrades to the AK. These pistol plays are doing so much damage onto big EQUIPA, and ENCE are just getting right up in their grill.
Yeah, after all the aggression towards Fran the last couple of rounds this time. Over towards B, they barrel on down, and Missy doesn't miss the shot. Now she's got the AK. ZAnath only just got her hands on this AWP, and she's let them know it's here. Goes for the wall bang. Not going to be finding anybody outside of it, though. I don't know if I've really ever seen that wall bang actually get anything, but gotta fire it off.
Yeah, it is rare. Well, sometimes it just collects a little bit of damage or scares the opponent away, thinking, oh no, I might perish. Good angle. I really like that angle that Waldy just took, but actually plays a less committed angle because Missy is here as well. Flashbang. I was going to say it's quite good, but it goes a little bit deep on Genial's positioning. But miLo, yet again, pistol prowess is incredible.
ZAnath, or she may have had an opportunity there. Missy's not going to give up anything. Tucks it now, knowing that the AWP is locked in on her position. Genial being low makes it really difficult for her to be the one that takes the space. And oh, it's a cool bait out. ZAnath able to finish the job after she gets the tag, but she doesn't have the time. Needs to find these kills ASAP, and not being given many opportunities. Actually throws the AWP off. Good thinking at the last second, deny that upgrade. But hey, they'll be happy with the rifles. They just brought pistols into that round.
Yeah, the pistols are really shining here for ENCE Athena. Got to give a lot of credit there to Missy. I really like the way that she was playing that angle on towards B as well, because it wasn't committed. And players on bomb sites, especially anchoring them down, can often fall into that trap, especially when they're on their own. And that's what I'm going to be looking for specifically on the B bomb site with Waldy, is which angles she decides to adopt when she's kind of left on her own. Because a lot of players fall into the trap of just being a little bit committed and can get caught off guard. Good incendiary. That's going to force big EQUIPA back. They wanted to go a little bit faster in towards middle, but one incendiary, $600 prevents the push.
Man cut, getting curious. Okay, well, they know you're close, so she's just gonna commit. Smokes off one of the angles, and oh, it's a little bit wild. Tech9 wins it out. Maybe a bit of an unnecessary peek there.
Yeah, no, definitely unnecessary.
Now you're left a little bit lightly defended, but gaps being filled. Good HE does a bit of damage, and in fact, there's 3 rifles here to defend. Trying just to force their way through, and D7 with that AK she found off Manka is getting work done. ZANath delivering a headshot. They're brute force their way in.
This is a really difficult situation to even attempt the retake, in my opinion. 5 versus 2. You know these players are low, but at the same time, you have to prioritize your income, your bank balances over the opposition. And Ida's now just going on a hunt because, look, I've invested everything. It's just a Tech 9. If you can deny rifles, that's really huge here for Big EQUIPA. miLo, Waldy, reset, go towards B ramp. And I was literally just talking about committed angles. That round is a clear example of exactly what I was on about. Manka goes too aggressive. Missy fights forward ahead of the smokes, isolated on her own. And then the peek in towards short, again, completely on your own. Ida can't find Waldy, so 2 rifles are saved over.
Trading back these, force fire pistol rounds. That one, yeah, comes off the back of a little bit too overeager. Giving up the open at. Jenny gonna get a bit of aggressive here. Spots out 1. I don't think she's expecting that drop down from Missy though.
That smoke is a little bit forward. So it allows a gap for Missy to potentially work with, but also it goes the other way. Because Jenny's just holding D7. Already seen her be quite prominent on this adventure towards the A ramp. oxycet in towards the sandbags and actually gets baited in perfectly. There goes the strike, but the shots miss out. oxycet will fall, but Manka will get the trade at least for the time being. But the kill feed is lighting up orange on blue. Big EQUIPA in a 4 versus 1.
Yeah, Waldy. She swings as Jenny's actually holding for it as well. So perfect. Finds her kill eventually that she's been waiting all round for. That's just D7. Finding a nice opener. Good timing as she scales up, catches the player in the open, and the player that tries to trade has just got the deagle, so it's a little bit awkward. Couldn't quite make it work. Enough damage is done. ZAnath's there to then trade out as well. And after the force buys back and forth, ENCE the ones that get reset. And now they're going to go fast and towards mid. Paulie can maybe add a few frags to her tally as the USPs run on through. Okay, a lot of damage, but only the 1 kill.
At least it's all the intel, though. And if you're Jenny, you don't really want to hang around here for too long, even though it's tempting. Just plant the bomb on A, get the round locked in. Don't lose too many rifles to the pistols. You don't need to. Even if it is a good opportunity to try and pad some stats.
Hold on to the AK. And there's USPs for a little look-see. Big. Happy to keep players alive. A bit harder to save here in CS2 Vertigo. There's just more damage. But you're fine if you're... I think it's like... You need at least like 30 or so. Maybe even more now. Maybe 40?
They up the radius a lot, right? Like on every map.
Yeah, it's
not
crazy.
only the radius but the damage. So I don't know. But are you free next? Are you free next Wednesday?
Yeah. CS2 release next Wednesday.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There was a cryptic tweet about it.
I thought it was, let's say, CSGO, but it's not, is it? It's just Counter-Strike. Yeah.
Oh, good nade. Back out with the guns as well for ENCE Athena. This smoke's really cool. Being thrown in by Big EQUIPA up the ramp. It gives them a one-way as they walk up, but you kind of expect them to be there, which is why you can spam it. Manka gets out of dodge, and oxycet finds the opener on towards ZANath.
Seven looking to try and get something back, and she might catch them at the perfect time. Oh! All right. That was beautiful. She's not done. Oh, she's never done. 3 kills before she's eventually put down. She has done enough. A 2 versus 2 now. Devastating from D7.
That's what the D stands for. Actually, it's Dimension, and Big Keeper have changed their ideals into this one as well, moved away from A and have come over towards B. Paulie has got a very advanced position here on the site, can just hold for the cold zero angle. And a molly goes in to really invite this peek. It's exactly what she's holding for. This is really clever.
Yeah, sadly, they're not going to give it to her. Beautiful angle. Always feels good when you get this kill. But it doesn't look like miLo's going to be presenting it. Sitting back for some retake utility. Kid on Waldy. Flames come on over.
Great molly.
Paulie's still tucked into the back pillar here, though, and that's going to be so difficult to deal with. You got Ida up close, and Paulie doing the damage. Getting spammed on down, and there's Ida swinging on out. Beautifully played off each other. Like clockwork. They get their 6.
I said great molly, but it actually landed a little bit shallow compared to, I think, what ENCE Athena wanted. Because if it landed, I think, maybe, honestly, like a pixel deeper, then it spreads behind white box, and it would have flushed Ida out. Look at this round, though, from D7. Single-handedly just opens up A. And you're right, the afterplant was really well played. And once again, just reduced to a hero rifle for ENCE Athena. But the rest are just armed with pistols. Paulie last time only got 1 kill from this position. This time, it's 2.
I want to say I love watching D7 play when she's getting like active and like getting in these like intense multi-kill positions, because like she kind of reminds me of Rop sometimes, and kind of how robotic sometimes her aim can look. She's just so quick on flicking over to like the next head, converting those spray transfers. It's delightful. Yeah, delightful. Despite having a bit of a weaker buy, they're making this work, but Paulie, again, proving to be a massive thorn in their side. Oh, look at her go. Almost collects a double there. And Jenny's nade. It's the one that gets it done.
That was going to be the ace.
Denied.
Paulie getting the full house. But yeah, denied by the utility. I think that's a really good point you bring up as well. And I'm glad they've reset back to it, because I think D7 was kind of playing that lurky role in Season 1. Season 2, Bigger Keeper went through this transition and they changed kind of everyone's roles. And it was to accommodate a player, and it didn't really feel like they're clicking the same. And I was a little bit curious about it. But Season 3 and Season 4, D7's gone back to this prowess. And it's really, you're right, exciting to watch when she's in flow state. Like watching those nades come in from both the CT side in the same position and the T side come over. It's like a volley in tennis.
Yeah, or ping pong.
We do like ping pong.
We love ping pong. Ping pong in the studio that we cast the ESL Impact finals from. Always a hit. Missy's up. I don't know if we've seen this on the CT side yet, so
not yet.
Keep an eye on her. She's in towards mid currently, so I won't be seeing her facing up against ZAnath just yet.
Ooh. Good swing out of Manka. Creating that space. Denying Bigger Keeper access up towards the ramp and delegating a lot of personnel over here. Look at them all go. oxycet now on this boost. I really like this. The fact that you get the kill and now you've elevated a different player. Ida head. Ooh. Quite spotted, but the arm was.
Fingers over the lip. And there's a head. Paulie's taken off her body, and Ida tries the wide swing, but oxycet had repositioned, even managing to extract herself, but Manka does go down. This is getting a bit chaotic, and the smoke miss has hit a no-scope, just spamming on through ZAnath. She doesn't need one either. But she's now in the clutch, and she has no time. This is done. Hamnik can shake down another no-scope, but denied before she can do any more. And get that third.
Sure. 3 no-scopes in one round in like 20 seconds. You love to see it. Immediately an AWP gets repurchased. Jenny R can drop that one over towards ZAnath. ENCE Athena, a good round. I really like this design in towards short where you get the opener, then you reboost. Oxycet does fantastic. Then has all the support. Flashy stuff. ENCE Athena come away with the round.
Yeah, you feel a bit hard done by if you're... Okay, never mind. You definitely feel like if you're hard done by if you're Missy. I was going to say because she invested in AWP and then she was able to get one at the end anyway, but... Her AWP's gone. ZAnath makes quick work of it. Oh, there's a load of players on the other side. Flashbang is good. It's fantastic. Baldy gets a double, but the trades were there. Jenny are incredibly low, but the player advantage rests with Big.
Jenny can even get this AWP off the floor if she wants to use it. Low HP wouldn't matter if she was on the sniper. But I'm really enjoying this. This is just a complete silence across the server from Big EQUIPA. They're pumping the brakes and they're basically saying to ENCE Athena, come on then, come and get the info. Because they are just waiting so patiently right now. And as a result, ENCE Athena are now going to start to take space in towards mid and back in towards A, which leaves B completely vacant.
Yeah, this one's worked out exactly how they hoped. Just going to contact in. Not going to find anybody home. So much utility as well for the post plant. And that's not the case for ENCE. So they kind of had to get this gamble correct. You can't give this retake even a look in. They are fast down ramps. They might be able to catch some exits, but yeah, no chance for the round.
I don't know, you can kind of maybe give it a go, because you have got a kit. I'm going to creep forward. Paulie on the angle, holding. Surely this is the first one you clear when you go around this corner. And yeah, oxycet does deliver it, but now that's intel. Okay, well, both were out towards stairs. Either can then take the next piece of contact and even find the follow-up. Really well handled in the afterplant. I like the idea, though. ENCE, they play that one correctly. Because when they're in that player disadvantage, they still group up and they play as a unit and they're moving together. They're not allowing isolated gunfights. So the structure of that is really well handled. Unfortunately, for them, they just walk into this crossfire set up by Big EQUIPA.
Yeah, I almost have to eat my words then. Particularly when Paulie goes down for free, right? You've got low HP on Jenny, but also unfortunate for Big EQUIPA, they couldn't recover the AWP at the end.
Yeah.
It's like half a second off being able to pick it up. Hands need to be a little bit longer. Hands, arms, just long fingers.
Oh.
Long, slender fingers gripping around the AWP. And
slurking around the AWP.
Slurking around it. Well. Well.
I'm just picturing the agent model with like really like double the size fingers.
Do you know salad fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's...
Can we get a graphic?
I like rusty spoons.
Rusty Deagle.
Rust turtle.
The one tap of the 8K headshot. So fantastic. Against my agent fingers. Anyway, I can't. I already got into character then, jeez.
Yeah, that felt like rehearsed. Like you've been.
Those videos are really weird. So like the story of Salad Fingers is something I never thought I'd actually talk about on a broadcast, let alone an ESL Impact one. But the lore is really bizarre, and that's all I want to say. Yeah, and now we can move on.
It's like peak thousands like internet content. Another one that's more recent that's quite good, which I'm sure you're familiar with, is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah, that's
also great.
Yeah, that's a kind of a scary one.
Has some banger songs.
True.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Back on the gunny.
That really got me there. the Salad Fingers voice.
Yeah.
Bit of pace to beat you. Some heat cheese, some flames. Licking. No fingers. This ain't no KFC.
Oh, Nate doesn't really do too much, but I feel like ZAnath's been caught out a lot in this first half. I'm not really finding too much impact. Found the opener onto Missy a few rounds ago, but more often than not, if ENCE Athena finds an opening kill, it's on towards ZAnath. And that's going to just accelerate the play. They keep it like, all right, you want to fight us on A? We'll just go B. D7 leading the charge alongside Jenny. Missy, that's a good shot. And Wardy chimes in for one more. Even trades, keep the player advantage with ENCE.
Yeah, D7's so low as well, despite those kills. It has to be Jenny. She's getting up close to the generator. 1 versus 3, they're just on the other side. All of them are there. She gets the first kill, but they swing. Beautifully handled. Missy with a massive 3K as well. A player that I think has been underrated in prior seasons of Impact, but we're seeing what she can do. And she's a very capable player, leading the charge here for ENCE. That massive 3K. It's still 9 for Big EQUIPA, but
yeah,
some of these rounds are looking like we're seeing the pieces of what this ENCE Athena team has to offer.
Exactly. Like it's a good showcase, and we get a little insight into their development. 9-6 would be a fantastic result to close out this first half if they can manage it. Missy. Oh, too many targets to aim at. That's a little bit unfortunate. Going around the corner expecting one. In fact, it's half the roster. Flashbang, really good. In fact, so good that it blinds yourself. Jenny needs to back up just a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the flashbang might have actually masked the presence of Aldi as well. I think you maybe move miLo away. As soon as you get contact here, miLo needs to disappear. Make her way over to support. Ooh. Sticking around. Not for long though. Does have to fall back. Big are just poking and prodding. They're playing with the rotations, but deep presence towards B stairs is still quite threatening. Speaking of, Manka wants to get aggressive now. She's walked all the way around from ramp to gap.
Oh, good find. We need more though. Nearly line up. It's ZAnath on the AWP, and it's Ida out A, who nearly actually transfers on towards Manka. 3 versus 2, Wardy in towards default. That's fantastic. They line up, but it's only the Dink. D7 throws herself into this clutch bomb planted. Now needs to take up a decent position.
Manka's got the kit. This is going to be a pure fight here. All spotted out. D7 has the information. Did Manka spot her on that jiggle?
No.
Doesn't look like it from her position. That's given D7 the walk around, creeping, crawling, jack of a box, jumps up, pounces, and gets that 10th for Big.
What a player. So much experience there, just knowing that as soon as she spotted out Manka on construction, she can just creep on forward, because Manka didn't instantaneously swing. Therefore, the timing just eluding. That was nearly the lineup from Wardy, but not to be. Last round of play here in this first half. Big keeper double digits again.
Pace towards A. Ida gets a nice opening. A lot of damage being done here in the flames of what end up dispatching of ZAnath. Still got miLo. And you've still got oxycet in towards short, though. She's just got the deagle.
Oh. Oh, gosh. Get out. Get out. oxycet with the swing. Trying to catch players off, but unfortunately, shots don't quite connect. Paulie can now lock in the plant. 4 versus 2. This looks like 11-4.
Certainly looks like it. Waldy has to do it all as miLo falling. She is left all alone. Paulie's in the side. ZAnath with 2 kills to end the round. And 11-4 half Big, continuing their domination this series.
go. Watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. For miles, 67 flashback, oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show, watch me as I go. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. Both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on, hey, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way, best of luck. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
.11.4 is a little bit more dominant than 10.5, but it's still concrete evidence the bigger keeper aren't here to mess around this season at ESL Impact. And for ENCE Athena, it's a steep learning curve, but it all begins with a pistol, and hopefully they can get the second one here in this map.
Yeah, and we're seeing all the signs of what you'd hope from this team when you look at the individuals. You can see that ideas, the pieces, and the opening frag are all there.
Yeah, B completely open right now. If ENCE Athena wants to take it that way, and it looks like they are moving their way forward. Rotations have come over as well. You have got Jenny and Paulie here. Paulie is incredibly low. When did that happen?
I think that's over towards A. A little bit of a biff, a little bit of a baff, a little bit of a gaff. Paulie. Narrow angle to take advantage of the low health points, but not able to find anything. Bomb gets planted. There is a kit in play for Ida. ZAnath with the dualies can do a lot of damage, but they have to get a move on now. Still sitting in the sight of 4 of these players. No one's really towards stairs. They want to fight. They want to brawl, and Paulie, despite the low HP, manages to find 1, but oxycet, that is fantastic. 2 kills, 3 kills. She's done it all.
Yeah, well played, oxycet. Just dancing around the generators, isolating all of those kills and ice in the veins. Really well done. ENCE Athena, a much needed pistol. A reminder that ENCE Athena need to win this map to stay alive here in the series. And with plays like this, oh, it certainly feels possible. That was snappy on towards Ida.
Yeah, lovely. Just playing around the gens, bouncing off either side. Gorgeous stuff. And that's what big onto the full pistoles. Jenia would appear to fitty. And it's a whole gaggle of Galils for ENCE.
Yes.
One for every
I like that. The gaggle. Obviously, I think we coined that reference. I'm going to say we did it. We did ZAnath as well.
That's the best one.
We aren't fan eyes of the fam eye. That's another one. I've run out of them.
All right, well, we'll continue working on them. I'm trying to push the forefront of collective nouns here on the ESL Impact broadcast. Speaking of collectives, that's a stack over towards B that's avoided. Look like they were going to walk into it. They're not. They're going back to A.
We could use we could make up a word for the plural of octopus and call them octopisces, because then we're involved in astrology as well. And that's been quite prevalent on like other ESL products.
Yeah, it kind of feels like this is the product where you'd almost expect to see astrology take the forefront.
Yeah, especially with like Athena.
Yeah.
No, that's mythology.
That's mythology.
I'm getting my ologies. Yeah.
The wrong one. Maybe you need to go back and check out your ontology. Okay. Stickology.
I like this. Yeah. Will they get a kill? My guess would be yes.
Yeah, I like the methodology.
I like the implications of this stack. Oh, there's a lot there. Wardy says, I don't really want to get involved in that, but also want to try and deny this Galil. Bomb explodes. They all swing together. They know the bomb would have done some damage. oxycet, low HP, just about holds on. And
That's
no
the
gun
AK.
was saved.
Yeah, they're yeah, I mean that's not a big deal, but the biggest deal is oxycet staying alive there with the AK. If she gone down, it gets pretty punishing. Because the aforementioned gaggle of Galils, right? That was all they had. So it was just a single AK. Now they got 3. That's a association of AKs. No, that's not it.
No, that's not it, but Wardy nearly finding D7 over towards B. Could have been it. Instead, D7 backs off. Flashback is really good to get ZAnath off that angle. But look at Paulie creeping up close.
Yeah, nice little forward position. Interesting seeing the 2-on-2 setup in play for the CT side. I guess when you've managed to get Paulie's control there, you can put a bit more presence over towards B. Missy catches a beautiful timing. Oh, she's walked up through. Gonna find one. D7 does she swing? There it is.
Ooh.
Has a smoke she can drop. She can stay alive, keep being a nuisance, and Paulie takes the fight on ramp.
That's such a wide swing out of Paulie. It's the last thing I think oxycet was expecting. Now a reset. And Paulie's still fighting forward. That is brave. That's really aggressive. The jump spot gathers the intel, and that will keep ZAnath here as well. 40 seconds left. ENCE Athena. They start running up the ramp.
Yeah, ZAnath could catch a beautiful timing here with that smoke. Oh, they're all got backs turned, and ZAnath takes 2 to the grave. Paulie as well, swinging through for the final frag. That's just beautiful re-aggression. Catching the best timing possible. An instant timeout from ENCE Athena. That one has crippled them.
I feel like this timeout should have maybe come a little bit earlier, since this is the first one used in this map. But it's here now, and it's here to stay. 30 seconds can reevaluate situations and just remind ENCE Athena that, look, you have to be aware of both ramp and gap. That was really well played. I like the fact that ZAnath takes a contact, and Paulie, her trade spacing is just 1 second later. So Waldy instantly turns back around to deal with ramp, and then not ready for the second one of that extension towards gap. Nicely done. A bigger keeper double the score lead now of ENCE Athena. And stone's
like,
throw away.
You're always ready for a second to swing, right? Like,
yeah.
But when it doesn't cover in gap immediately, you think it's going to be great.
Yes,
So
exactly.
This is a full spy. What do you reckon?
These are cool flashes. These will get ZAnath off the angle. Paulie won't be affected by them, and, well, she actually's got the support. The full support of Big, but Oxy's got the Deagle out instead. Jenny swaps to the pistol, now needs to back up. I don't like fighting here. It's a little bit scary. But that's because Ida's here as well. Waldy was holding for D7's lurk, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, skates on. Absolutely sprinting to beat. Waldy picks up the M4, puts down a smoke, gets to space. I have to play retake. Ida did so much work getting the refrags out. oxycet's decal continues to be absolutely phenomenal to watch. B-smoke goes in. Ida's the one with the kit, with the smoke, with the flash, and the health points. Jenny is limping into this retake.
Got a similar conversation piece what we had on an ENCE retake a couple of rounds ago. This is really slow out of being a keeper. They've got the utility. You can just smoke things off, and maybe they're saving it for the bomb, but you need to get a wriggle on. Bomb's already halfway gone. Good swing from Jenny, and actually collects both. There is a kit, so there is enough time, but they left that one really late.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Jenny's the one that gets both those kills as well, right? She was the one that had no health, but Ida soaks up the bullets for her, allows her to collect both kills, and that one felt like it could have been ENCE's, despite it being the force buy with mostly pistols in the mix. The fact that they're able to find D7 lurking out. oxycet hits that massive double kill with the deagle. Ida recovers ramp. Then Jenny puts the double nail into the coffin. Now they're the ones calling the timeout.
Good timeout as well, because basically it's just bigger keeper. It's similar to what they did on Overpass, where they called a timeout after they won the round. They said, okay, we need to tighten this up a little bit because the rounds are getting scrappy. That's a pistol play. That's a pistol round that should never get that close. As a result, bigger keeper just wants to make sure they get this one over the line. There isn't any kind of tripping over the shoelaces, metaphorically, of course, and allowing ENCE Athena a foothold back into the game. This buy is a bit wild. Manka's on a Tech 9 no armor. Missy's got head armor and a P250, and oxycet's got a hero AK.
Well, it's definitely the player I'd want to have the hero AK.
True.
Last up ramp, they've been given a lot of control. They're not contesting it. They went for a double mid setup early to try and take that. So very passive over towards A. ZAnath sitting back in heavens. Looking down upon them with the AWP, and actually has some support with her. In fact, all of that mid presence has come over to A. They want to re-aggress.
Look at this contact. You're not ready for it. Bomb dropped. Ida finds the opener. Ida's been phenomenal out here on towards ramp. Jenny R's even contributing. It is a swarm of bigger keeper players just taking that contact towards A ramp.
Yeah, ZAnath wasn't even involved there. She was there just in case things got hairy, but beautiful time to go for that re-aggression. And as I mentioned, they kind of went for an early mid setup where they had two players. They got a bit of information, and not spotting anything. I think they heard a lot towards ramp as well. Rotated back over, and when there wasn't that immediate executive utility, they think, all right, well, maybe they were faking out A. Let's get the information. They push forward as a pack, and they maul them.
Oh, okay. And ZAnath just hits the timing shot for good measure. Paulie has now walked through this gap smoke as well. Spots a player, but oxycet delivers the killing blow instead. Great trade. ZAnath flashed off the angle. I was going to say that won't upset her because she just keeps on firing. oxycet doing everything in this round. Dragging ENCE Athena, kicking and screaming up the ramp.
Yeah, 3 massive kills. I can't believe she keeps fighting here. She might be given a 4th here. Ida's looking like she's going to get inquisitive. Crosshair placement. Superb. 4 locked in. It's D7 against the world. She's just going to be sticky over towards B. Money doesn't support her getting even close to getting involved. So a quad kill is what gets it done.
What a round. And whilst that was fantastic mechanical ability on display from oxycet, not taking anything away from her, that's bigger keeper just trying to end the game there and then. That's a lot of confidence, especially ZAnath hitting that timing shot on the flashbang. Paulie feels like she can swing, and then as Paulie drops, ZAnath thinks, okay, well, I can then hit a trade and have to be around to support Paulie anyway, and they just give over all of those kills, but take nothing away from oxycet because that was fantastic.
Yeah, been superb to watch her this map. The series, really, but this map in particular. Oh, she'd love to get the ace, but also wants to hold on to the AK. So we're not going to see that fight come through. And keeping their dreams alive here. It's still a long journey ahead. You mentioned in the pre-map that it was the T side that they staged that comeback against Fun Wing Gang, right? So
Yeah.
not an impossible task.
No, absolutely not. All that needs to happen is some other players need to just start raising the floor a little bit for ENCE Athena. And that doesn't start with Manka, who just gets bodied by a 5-7.
Yeah, flashbang to support. Even another one thrown back over to Jenny. So we'll see if she gets another chance to be activated. There's the flash. Peek up, not going to spot Waldy, who's tucked on through. She's called over some reinforcements. Ooh. Aggressive. Gives up her life. D7 with a good chunk of Big's team is over towards mid, and they're probably going to arrive a little bit too late.
Absolutely. No utility as well, so no flashes can go through this smoke. The nade chips away at some of these players. Waldy with another re-smoke towards the generator. A swing and a miss for Jenny. Instead, it's just headshots for the rest of ENCE Athena. A couple of kills come through at the tail end. 3, in fact, for Big, but more importantly for ENCE Athena, they take the round.
They survived the test. We'll do with a 4K that. Easily dealt with. And it's done out great, Big Giver. Yes, you got the ult for ZAnath. Got the Famai.
Yeah.
The River Collective outside of Famai. Got an X of Famai. No, you don't. Well, one of them.
I'm not sure what you're doing there. The one's in mid. Oh, good flash. There's the opener.
ZAnath now might get an opportunity as well. Although Ida falls and does cause her to pause a little bit. D7 now getting aggressive. Big love this kind of like poking and prodding at the different sides of the map at different timings.
This is a great angle as well. D7 can grab one. oxycet will hit the trade. Remember, miLo is quite low. Look at this from EQUIPA. They are running straight towards B because they've lost that aggressive player.
Ult fires off. No kit. Barely any utility. EQUIPA know they have to fight. And ZAnath finds the kill. Paulie as well as miLo stuck in the back of the site. And she is overwhelmed. Can't get anything done. Too many players charging her down. That's going to be a serious point for Big EQUIPA.
I really like that, and you completely nailed it. The fact that they didn't have utility meant they needed to fight, and the timing of when they fight is also really important. Because if you let ENCE Athena fall all the way back and just play off the bomb, get established into crossfires, it's so much worse fighting that forward and only having to smoke to really trying to tempt that retake. So by just swinging early as soon as the bomb is planted, you force ENCE Athena to have these gunfights they don't really want at the moment. So you're taking the fight on your terms and you're just overwhelming and overpowering. A really good round.
Well, makes sense to throw a timeout now as back's against the wall. Missy's got the max 10. Should at least get 3 AKs out and a good amount of utility. It's definitely still a pathway back in for ENCE. Win this round and it will reset Big EQUIPA. No loss bonus for them currently.
Look how close Paulie is. Ready to just get involved. Drops the incendiary. And that actually completely negates that flashbang that was being set up for Manka. What about pushing through, but can't go because of the flames?
It's another flashbang being set up. Paulie kind of slipping off it, and is spotting one player. Manka's in the smoke, but oxycet again. Huge shot. ZAnath can't quite connect, but oh my god, how did she manage to do that? Almost with the 5-7 onto Missy as well. ZAnath getting away with murder. Now D7 can tuck in towards Wood. Has his support coming on over. Just goes active early. Maybe a little bit too early. Ida wasn't quite there to support yet. She goes down. It's got to be Jenny.
That's got an incendiary, but we need to move in close. This positioning, I was going to say, would be unexpected, but Waldy just swings for the fences and is able to get that kill. ENCE Athena stay alive.
And as mentioned, you can see what that's done. Big have to take the eco here. You might see a couple of pistols come through, or they don't have to take the eco. 1900
Okay.
loss. I kind of feel like they should have, but they want to end it now.
Want to end it in a similar fashion for NOP against One Wing Gang. NOP didn't like how Mirage ended, and they beat One Wing Gang 16-6 on that second map. So that scoreline and series is all tied up.
Yeah, trading maps pretty convincingly there. It's kind of surprising. That would be an insane map for One Wing Gang to pick up and
Yeah.
put them in contention as kind of the the dark horse in the group.
Definitely.
Definitely made Big happy if NOP lost.
Look at this. Ida is down the ladder alongside several friends. D7 tucked in towards the corner. This incendiary might be a little bit of a disguise and nearly the lineup on towards miLo. But here comes Ida and the MP9. That's now an AK that could be picked up. And remember, miLo is really low.
They got the bomb as well. I'm pretty sure they're aware of it. And yeah, miLo's found, dealt with, ZAnath tucked on through.
Wow.
This might be it. That little push through mid, catching the timing. The force bite. Looking like it might be able to do the work, although oxycet has something to say about it. She's on 25 kills, but she's not going to add any more. Ida with a double ends the series. Big take it, 2-0.
I'll be honest, really well played from ENCE Athena on Vertigo, especially when that's the map they don't really typically feel too comfortable on. Put up a lot more of a fight than their own map pick, but bigger keeper across the board and across ESL Impact Season 4 so far.